Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hela, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Stardock. Except, with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself. Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
A group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hela, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
Okay, let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
A little longer. Grab some samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady and never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with a breathable atmosphere.
Know what I love about working in Freestock collective space? Pure regs. A job like this at United Colony? Is your color working right? I used to be the new girl who showed up. Lynn still gets out my cave. Look at this one over here. Come on, with me. Calvert! No! No! It's a laser, not a sledgehammer! Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusty? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up. Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional
Let's
glimmer,
go.
but it's
Come
weak.
on, with me. Let's
No,
go.
ma'am. Juice ain't worth the
Come
squeeze.
on, with me. Let's go. Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
Dusty, you're up. Grab a cutter and mine what you can. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
You think we'll be done here soon? Careful! Hey, watch it!
Come on. It's time. You're with me.
What's wrong with you? Careful! Hey, watch it! Be glad when we're off this rock. You take care of yourself out there. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Let Helen get ready to move when the wall comes down.
Standard reading of clean break. Shutting down.
Let's go! Hella, get the readings.
Yeah, about that. Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after, it'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on.
We're getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella? Keep
Through there,
moving.
I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
Do you see anything? Dusty, snap out of it.
Hey, come on. Come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
from chef to Dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way, then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened? Huh. Well, makes the paperwork easier, and we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh. Sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil. Our Constellation contact is on approach.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke.
Hey,
Client
I'm
is
just
here.
saying, they got
Let's
a
go.
reputation.
Once we
Hey,
sell that
you
road,
all right?
we can start packing
Maybe
up.
don't do any heavy lifting for
Half
a
the
while?
crew. Hey, you did a good job,
Yeah,
right?
come on.
Argos needs people like
Exploring
you.
space?
Now let's go.
Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated enough?
Not to them, apparently.
What's wrong with you?
Hey! What's wrong with you?
Whoa. You don't look good.
Careful! Hey! What's wrong with you?
All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet... on.
long time.
Yes, it has. That mine on Fendi, right?
Kazal, Pelho, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That right. And everything went
Cool. Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy.
Kazal, and no, Barrett, not cool. He passed out after the extraction. Doesn't even remember what happened.
Is that right, cowboy? Well, you could say that the infinite possibilities of the universe are full of everything. That fun, huh?
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing. Or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier.
We're good. 50%. That was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now. You ever stare up at the stars at night wondering what's out there? Well, that's us. That's where we go. Marvelous.
Oh, no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things. Now that we've been attacked? Just go.
Well, now that that's settled. Vasco! Get him to the lodge! No deviations.
Indigo. Again.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. Hey, look at that. Technically, it's not even mine. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, see, that's the problem with the settled systems. Too easy to take everything for granted. While everyone else is busy playing politics, without us, the galaxy's just... That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer. They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something. Come on. You're really not at all curious about that light and music? Because if you didn't notice, we've all been handling it. The way I see it, Constellation needs that artifact, but they also need you. This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take. And Vasco, don't let him break my ship.
It appears you are the new captain of the Frontier. Captain, I assume you know how to fly a Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike. I will attempt to boost the shields, just in case there are any difficulties. ready, the rest is up to you. It might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems and we'll be on our way. Let's go over the engines. Engines control our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity. A ship's engine has a sweet spot for better handling during turns. Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice a speed indicator in the lower left with a gauge that goes up and down as you adjust the throttle. Try to center the gauge so that it lines up with the center of the vertical bars to its right. Boosts can be engaged for temporary bursts of speed. Let's turn our attention to the shields. Try adjusting power to the shields. Notice more power increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, be vaporized. Shield health is displayed in the lower right. Hull damage is below it. You've proven an adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear. We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective. If you can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD, we can lock in to fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain. Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline. Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain. We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage. You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains. Jumping into our location, Captain. and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates. Facility with our Crimson Fleet captain is on the surface. Captain. According to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction. Be careful, Captain. Alien creatures are often unpredictable. These are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility. Warning, enemy activity detected. Damage registered. Often yells, "Pew." I am not sure why.
I'm on it! No one's getting through.
I will assist you in combat.
Wait, what was that?
Detection of enemy has dropped unexpectedly. Begin search protocol. I doubt the enemy will return. Captain. Protocol Indigo dictates that I am to return. Am I currently in? Constellation is and members often engage in expeditions. In the membership is intentionally limited and small. Should you join Barrett would say that billions of years ago, but the more practical answer is likely that without your investment in constant. While I am programmed, I have often asked Barrett that same question. The most likely answer is that Barrett personally insulted.
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands? We don't have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now, that means we're after you. Oh, no. You see, maybe your colleague Barrett didn't tell you, but there's a bit of a legend surrounding that ship. That Constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays, the loot from 100 planets, and it's going to be ours.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship. You're not talking us out of this score. They aren't? You sure? No, that can't be right. You mean that, don't you? You really haven't found anything on board? Nobody wants that. Can't believe this. There isn't any treasure? We've been trailing that old Constellation ship for nothing? Get out of here. Take your robot and your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
No treasure. Everything to do with Barrett turns into a mess.
Barrett and the Crimson Fleet have something of a... I have often at the most likely...
You gotta be kidding. Oh. That constellation...
That statement is part, but the only thing...
I don't care what... You're not talking us out of it. Don't give me that. I know that ship. You're lying. We're getting what's on that ship. I'm not falling for that. I've heard enough out of it. You gotta be kidding. We don't have a problem with Bear. Oh. That constellation keeps treasure.
That statement is partially, but the only thing...
I don't care what kind... You're not talking us out of it. Don't give me that. I know that ship is stuck. You willing to give up the ship? You're lying. I've heard enough out of you. You gotta be kidding. We don't have a problem with... Oh. That constellation keeps...
That statement is partially, but the only things...
I don't care what kind of...
If he were here, Barrett...
The answer... You're not talking... Don't give me that. I know that ship is stuck. Easy. Maybe this doesn't have to get ugly. Can't believe this. Get out of here. Take your...
We should now be free to travel to constellations and borders without Crimson Fleet interference.
Can't believe after all this, we get nothing.
We need to reach the Alpha Cent...
Get out of here. You've cost us enough.
Captain. To reach the Lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
over here.
Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again?
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that
You see that scientist out in front of Mast, staring at trees, sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right? You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. One day, I'm gonna leave New... Oh, hi there. I'm doing great. How about you? Oh my. I'm very sorry you feel that way. It's important to try and keep your head up. I've been trying to save up enough money so that I can go explore the settle... I think we'll finally get... Really? Well, I guess you're right. I'm feeling a bit run... I really love my job, but it's hard work and long hours. I could definitely use the Terracino from... Really? That's so sweet. I really appreciate it. Tony and I want to see what else is out there. I love my job, but there has to be more to life than just being a janitor in New Atlantis. What about you? Have you gone... Really? I find that hard. Oh, and I mean that... Well, that... If that's the case, you have a lot of options here. But, I'll be honest, I'm more of a... Don't be a stranger.
The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
Wen really keeps the distribution center in tip-top shape.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been. Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us in... Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please. Ridiculous. Easiest bet I'll ever win.
You really think what I'm suggesting is so outlandish? All the phenomena we see out in the stars, and what I'm saying is the most impossible theory?
You two keep going on like this, and I'm banning wages. I'm serious.
We'll play nice. Just a little friendly conversation, Sarah. That's all.
visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a... Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? Sarah Morgan, Chair of Constellation. That means anything you discussed with Barrett is my business. Now, if you would please answer my question. Excuse me? I think you might have us confused with some cutthroat bounty. Vasco, verify Barrett's...
Currently, assisting the miners on Vectera.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Mateo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with...
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Godfrey?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to live. Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now. We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us. Fair enough, but you need a place to stay in the city, right? Why don't you settle in here? We owe you that much. Come find me when you're ready. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of
Curious
possible
feeling,
negative effects.
knowing that you've seen something
Bet you
that
never
no one
expected
else
to end
has.
up involved in something
That
like
you
this.
know something no one else does. Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line. still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie... Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO, welcome aboard. Yes, well, a stocked bar is a treat I think Constellation can... By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification, and you can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects. I'm a fan of self-reliance. We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days. Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here. Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you? Well, clearly the sarcasm center of your brain. I'm no scientist. I leave that, frankly. Funny thing about companies, you built... Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now... Until next time.
Ask if you've
Walter,
got
I hope
questions.
I'm not overstepping here.
Speak
but
up if you have ideas.
You're around the Lodge a lot.
We're all
like,
here for
almost
the same
all the
reason.
time.
Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and not... You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
If I can spend my time with...
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation. Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paper. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust? I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words... Not necessarily, no, but it does kind of have the hallmarks of one, doesn't it? I'm certainly not going to rule it out just yet. That sure lines up with everything else about these artifacts. It's all connected. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts. Take care of yourself.
I hope Barrett makes it back to it.
So,
I know he gets into
are you ready
trouble
to get to
all the
work?
time, and everyone just sort of accepts he'll.
Goodbye.
But still.
I don't have much time for that kind of thing.
I am at your service, Captain.
Please let me know if I may assist you. You won't find a larger array of options in all the settled systems, I get. Be my guest. I'm glad you came in.
Oh, I hear you. That's why I like getting out of the city. There's nothing.
completely different person.
Go for it.
Need something but don't... Life in New Atlantis moves pretty fast. I'll do my best. Yeah, sure thing. Thanks for stopping in. I can always use the business.
If encountered, these alien predators should be...
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people.
I'm sure you already know there's no one-size-fits-all solution for personal firearms. Welcome to Centurion Arts. All sales are final, but I'm sure we can find...
Definitely better than the last Interceptor.
Welcome to Chunks. Thanks for choosing Chunks. I'm happy to serve you.
There is simply no parallel. Right away. Enjoy the rest of your day.
It was almost pure vodka.
That was one hell of a night.
Lucky you. I don't remember anything after the second glass. Not one bit.
Of what?
This. Is it some sort of art? A Zen garden? What?
So after an hour of whining, they're
My
finally
parents are
out here.
wiped. I wish
They're
they
just
just
sitting
pick it
on
up
the
or
grass.
something.
They should be playing.
Do you want to go another 3 rounds with them?
There's slides. Like right there.
Yeah, at least they're outside.
Get away from me!
Thought you could hide, huh?
Too much! Fall back!
I feel depressed.
Welcome to Outland. We deal in all of our products come high. And while I've never needed, as I've said, I wouldn't sell it. And of course, if they're frequent, please do. I hope. Good luck on all your adventures.
Help!
What the hell do I do?
I do. Galbank makes personal finance. As always, with Galbank, your money is always safe.
Now listen, I've lost. You don't look like a new Constable, eh? Oh, wow. Oh, this is... I have a business problem. Good. Well, confession time. I might just be a little desperate. What I need is a ringer. What I need is...
You're going down!
Yes! Turns out, surprise, he's holed up. We don't want him dead. We don't want him... If he dies, then his... So if he forces you in. But I cannot stress... Well, I mean, yeah. And you don't dome up on a dust ball unless you... Well, you may need to... And don't listen to any sobs. These are scofflaws. I'll send over all the deals. I hate to end it. You cut a deal, but don't expect it.
Give up! You have no chance! Ah, my eyes!
Yes, exactly. It's like
when someone insults you.
We're just at the beginning of this mystery, and you're going to be there for it.
Smart decision. Stand by to be boarded and transferred.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir. I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Not this time. So, let me see what we're working with here. Seems like you have a bit of a background as a chef. That's an... I also see that you... Oh, and look at... Good. You'll find that I'm a stickler for details. Now that we have that out, my name is Commander... United Colonies System Defense. UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. That convict is where you enter the picture. No, you don't. Not. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years. Right? If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot. It doesn't matter how I feel. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDef, and together, refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra... Well, first of all, better still, depending on how well you do your job, will you be... Or you can throw all that away and end up back in jail with a hefty fine. I'm not coercing you in... So, what do you think? Suit yourself. You know, I have to admit, I'm a bit surprised. My instincts told me you were the right person, but I suppose I was wrong. All right, send this one to the lockup on Sidonia. Let them deal with the problem.
See any trouble, you let us know. Sergeant Booth at your service. As much as someone's friends, acquaintances, stay out of trouble.
Ever been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are way coordinated.
Sorry. What do you mean there's no...
Willem, what can I do you for?
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red road? We were told there were jobs.
The community center on P1 is a good place to be.
Welcome to Cydonia Security. I tend to deal with but if there's something... Bye for now.
My buddy Mitch keeps asking if I can help him out. Is a biological exclusion zone. Nothing down there, but best course of action is to leave.
hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
I've occasionally had my doubts about Constellation as an investment. But now...
We're just at the beginning of this mystery.
Clearly money well spent.
I understand. You... ready to get out there? We're explorers. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems. These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel. I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could Not much. But you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is. We're going to be doing some old-fashioned... That means people could... I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for... We have to assume that But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle. Resource to extract, territory, an odd-looking rock or a... Jumping to anthropology on me already. But it's not just that. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together and... We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office. And listen, whatever you were before, or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring... Every member of Constellation is there... I mean, Constellation has a roster of men. We're risk-takers. So if you join us, Good. You mind putting your signature on some documents? The money-related kind.
Never... Dare I ask what I'm paying for now?
Progress requires funding, I'm afraid. And we're making good progress these days.
Good thing you've got me around, Ms. Morgan. Who knows how you'd get by on your own.
Don't fool me for a moment, Walter. You love it and you know it.
I am at your service, Captain.
Sarah. Good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship? United Colonies Volunteer Fleet. Independent captains enlist, get to use their own ships, and the UC provides them with sustained work and credits. And put in your time, and you're guaranteed UC citizenship and everything that comes with it. Discounts on UC goods and medical services, chance to own a place in New Atlantis. Only way a foreign captain could even dream of seeing those sorts of benefits. So, you want in? All right. Can't blame me for trying, right? I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He asks, I say no.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me. You kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars. Oh, he goes way back. Think he was recruit number 81 or something. What? Nah. Sol system is as quiet as a coffin. It'll be fine.
That means it's not going to be fine.
I'm sure you two can handle it. Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols. It's definitely a lifestyle, burning helium out there, seeing where the stars take you. I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have. Hey, Sarah's friend. You come...
Next time, use your jetpack. Liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
A diplomatic visa? You got to be kidding.
Unless we're picking up parts at Deimos or digging for minerals, I hope you have a good reason. Landing here.
So, what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid-5 figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the landscape.
Ever been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are way cooler than anything we've got.
Can't believe we're still pulling up huge mineral deposits after all this time. Hey.
Just passing through or here to stay?
We got cold beers and good atmosphere. That's what we could ask for. Not everyone needs to come. So long. Been serving drinks here for over 40 years. Few places can offer that kind of stability. Everything. I make it a point not to sell crap. We got beer, wine, and spirits. We don't do too many fancy mixed drinks, at least not the kind you get in Neon or New Atlantis. It's my belief that the only booze worth drinking doesn't need to be mixed with something else to taste good. Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks into my bar, no one would ever tell me anything around here. You don't do this job for 45 years by losing your customers' trust. See? That's what I'm talking about. You give respect, you get respect. I'm glad you understand. He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea. You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am. Sounds about right, yeah. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say? Life on Cydonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me? Guess I should ask you the same question. You paying or what? I want him found. I do. All right, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Mining takes all types. Young upstarts, former military, ex-cons. If you can lift a tool and haul ore, you can mine.
Yes.
Oh, hello there, friend. Have you been there long? Between you and me, I'm pretty... When that stack of papers was smaller, I might have used it as a pillow. Was I asleep? Oh. What? Oh, how I look? But I can do this. But, Phil Hill at your service. Yes, my siblings are named Bill, Jill, and... But there I go again. You're here to talk about List.
Sounds like we're about to hear a sales pitch.
What? No, no, nothing like that. I assumed everyone has heard about us by now. We're LIST, the League of Independent Settlers. How can I help make today your very best day? That's terrific, because I have a lot of work needing doing. This stack of papers here, these are just the most recent. Everywhere I go, people are really excited about the prospects of living a truly free life, living where and how they want to. I've got a cargo hold full of stacks.
That's not our problem.
Oh, of course not. I wouldn't make you. Although, I wouldn't mind that. Fantastic! That's exactly the can-do help. We're looking for folks with ships and oil. I don't suppose you... You know, I can tell that you do. Most importantly, we need to collect data on habitable planets. The more... Secondly, we're always looking. I'm pretty sure I overheard some people... Bring any suitable planets, and you'll also earn... So get on out there. Excellent. Whoops. Nearly...
Most visitors can't wait to get off this rock.
There's got to be more to life than
What a
it's
day.
just a couple of nests.
Time you went some.
Howdy.
I swear that warning klaxon still startles me every time.
Layla's been going on about the heart of Mars. She can give it a rest.
It's not easy, coordinating corporate efforts between the Star Yard and here. Workers
At least I've got more than enough work to complete
technically
another long day.
Hello there. Do I know you? Ah, I see. Well, I'm Leona Hawks, Deimos Star Yard's corporate liaison. Anyone who deals with our office likely deals with me at some point. I suppose I'll be seeing you around. I coordinate between Deimos Corporate and the other operations, such as the Star Yard itself, and the mining operations here on Cydonia. Deimos Star Yards Corporation is a complex entity. My job is to make sure those are all in alignment. We've been contracted with the UC for decades. It makes sense that they trust us, as we were responsible for some of the major advancements in grav drive. Okay, ladies. Drinks?
Don't have to ask me twice.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go and try to beat the rush.
To Venus?
While indulging in alcoholic beverages is not encouraged.
Fine by me.
Very good at
My parents considered themselves to be enlightened, but their lives were so busy they rarely pursued their beliefs. By the time I was old enough to start questioning these things, the idea of following any organized religion was almost an afterthought. It's not that I don't want to believe in anything, it's that my scientific mind is often at odds with my spiritual center. Having been out there, in the starfield, seeing all those magnificent wonders with my own eyes, I need answers, not religious theory. I'm sorry if that disappoints you. You mean, apart from being the chair of Constellation for the past 5 years? Well, let's see. And as far as planetary exploration... Exploration is my entire... That being said, I will. Before I graduated from school, I was... We called ourselves Ironic Comet. A ridiculous name, I know. But, and before you ask, no. The band never really went anywhere, of course, but... I'll be here. So long.
If you notice any of the miners exhibiting...
They call the Great Serpent, the devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us. No idea. They appear and attack people seemingly at random. House Va'ruun technically has diplomatic ties to the other factions, but the Zealots are outside of their control. Or so they say. No other ship readings in the area. And I doubt they'd be so calm if a Vanguard had flown by recently. No, but I think I see something else. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our... Exactly. Minimal ship power. Go slow. We grab the data on that satellite and jump away.
scavengers.
An offering for the Great Serpent!
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia. Let's keep it that way.
Cluster of ships. I'll let you guess what happened. No idea. House Varun Technic. No, but I think there's a UC satellite. If we can get closer. Easy. 3 ships to out. But yes.
and I need parts for emergency repairs. Hopefully it hasn't been picked clean yet.
For safety, we probably shouldn't stray too far from our ship.
Galactic Star Yard, still orbiting Earth's moon. This is where the first... Well, if you want to take a little detour, just remember, we need to find Vanguard, Moara, and the...
steps in, and we're already looking at a corpse. Okay, it's not Vanguard Moara. Looks like spacers were scavenging around here and someone else came in and said hello. Oh, this won't be your last encounter with a spacer crew. They pillage abandoned facilities and shoot anyone who gets in their way. They're even less organized than the Crimson Fleet. Just countless desperate groups scavenging and killing to survive.
Gonna make you pay. That was a what do they do here? Scavenging a star yard is a bit low end for them. you learn to make that? We still need to find any... Bye.